Hey, what's up everyone? I'm out here at the range today. I've got a new scope, new rifle set up, and it's time to sight in. Now, I know that can be a pain for a lot of people, but my method is super simple, super efficient, and we'll get it done with just these 3 shots. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bore sight this rifle. I've got a target out at 25 yards. I'm gonna pull the bolt out, and then I'm gonna look through the barrel and center the bullseye in the center of the barrel. Then with the rifle supported without moving it, I'm gonna look through the scope and adjust the crosshairs to the center of the bullseye. When I'm bore sighting, the first thing I do is I line my eye with what looks like the center of the stock, the center of what would be the barrel. I generally keep my eye below so I can't actually see through the barrel, and then I slowly raise my head up to where that circle becomes like a perfect concentric circle with the action and the end of the barrel, where they look definitely lined up there, so I know my eye's looking straight through. And now I move the rifle and adjust it to the center of the bullseye. Once I do that, then I'm gonna just back away, leave the rifle set, and we'll adjust the scope. So when I do this, I make sure I don't bump the rifle, and you can always readjust it if you do. I try to get where my eye might be, and this is just to get it close. Now, while looking through, I move my scope to the spot where I'm putting the crosshair on the bullseye. So I'm matching the center of the barrel to the center of the scope. So now as I'm looking, I can tell that I'm a little bit left. I was a little low, and now I'll move my left and right. I'll move my windage. Yeah, it looks good. So now we're gonna go live. I'm gonna load up. Well, I bore sighted it too well. So my first shot actually happened to be pretty close to where I wanted it. I'm looking through the scope now, and I see that it's on the left edge of the bull, but I'm still not exactly where I want it. So I'm gonna wanna move that over. So what I'll do is I'll put the crosshair where I was aiming, center of the bullseye. And then I move my crosshair to match the hole of the bullet that I shot. So what that does is that then aligns everything. So where the bullet's flying with the scope. So instead of looking at where I hit and adjusting it over, I'm gonna be looking through the scope while I'm adjusting, while it's locked off and steady, and I'm gonna move the crosshair from where I was aiming to the point of impact. All right, I just moved the target out to 100 yards. I'm gonna take my second shot and see where we impact. All right, so as long as you feel like you made a good shot, you can make that adjustment. That shot felt good. It's a lot higher than I was expecting. We're gonna go with it, we're gonna adjust it. It's 4 inches high right now. So I'm gonna drop it down to that 1.8 inches. So now I can just make my adjustments. It's 100 yards, so I know that I've got 1 click is a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna bring it down about 8 clicks. Got 1 more, 2 more for good measure. And then I'm gonna go 4 clicks right. Okay, there we go. Give it a little tap for good luck. Now I'm gonna take my final shot, and hopefully it should be nestled in there just around 2 inches high at 100 yards. There it is. All right, that third shot was money. Exactly where I wanted it. I wanted to be right around 1.8 inches high at 100 yards. It looks like it's right in there, you know, maybe a 1/4 inch left, but I think that's pretty good. What I would do now is I would just shoot a group just to get that group, but essentially what we did, we took a new gun, put a scope on it, bore sighted it at 25 yards, took a shot, using tracking through the scope, readjusted to get that right on at 25. Then we pushed that target out to 100, took a shot. It was high, so then we adjusted from there, and our third shot was right in where we want it to be. 3 shots down, and that rifle's sighted in. All the rest of these are for fun time. We can push this target out to 200 yards. We can make some maybe minute adjustments once we've got more comfort with this rifle. We send some more rounds downrange, get some groups, but it's an easy way not to be chasing bullets on paper just to get to that point where you want it, that initial sight in.